right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. We have got a lot to dive into and discuss in today's video as brand new drama is breaking the surface. Number one predator was exposed in last video. Today he was banned live on stream. We got to actually catch this. This was actually insane, and of course a lot of reactions coming out after. Now, where did this start? What happened? What was going on like before all of this stuff took place? Was it just like a random automated ban? No, actually we have a lot more details as to why this happened. Also some big roster updates, a really good roster that qualified for champs by way of North America. LCQ was signed by a team that no one really expected as well. Of course, this is not a really crazy thing to see. A lot of teams that are unsigned going into champs normally get signed for the sake of money and exposure, but this is not the organization we expected to see coming into the Apex Legends scene. So if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related, of course, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First off, just want to give a big shout out to you guys watching at home, because I've seen a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of I even got tagged in a tweet the other day, yesterday, of like some guy tagging his friend like, hey, this is the guy that I like to watch while I'm cooking dinner and stuff. You know, I just put him on the big TV in the living room and I just start listening. Somebody was like, bro, I love the longer videos because like I do the same thing. I just like I'll do stuff around my house, and to have this playing on in the background and listening to Apex esports news, which I love, and watching streams is like, it's just great. So I love to do this. I have more fun doing this than the main JMeyels channel. So thank you guys so much for motivating me to continue on as well. So first thing I wanted to mention, Madness, obviously big Apex Legends pro, very good Apex Legends pro. Unfortunately was not able to make it through LCQ in order to champs, but he is playing in this Gauntlet league, signed up late as well. Madness, with a lot less games played in this, is getting a lot of good points in this as well. So Madness, obviously a very good solo. One thing I really like to see is the legends that like just constantly do good in this are teams, our teammates that can really do a great job without an insane teammate to begin with. Like, you know, there's some pros that I really feel like if they just didn't have a god squad on their team, they're not going anywhere. But you got some pros who know how to make every team a decent squad as well. And so that's the kind of teammate you want to make sure you're always surrounding yourself around. You see these guys that are just basically making everybody better around them. That's just the kind of team you're going to need to be led into a championship environment, especially with champs coming up as well. Now, also wanted to mention big roster update here. I'm happy to see this. Now, unfortunately, Duplex over on the new DSG roster, this used to be DNO, Dude's Night Out, they've now been signed by Disguised. Okay, this is Disguised Toast. You guys probably know, massive streamer, did some Valorant stuff as well. He basically came out saying, my new strategy here in esports is simply signing other players that are already competing in the world finals so that it saves me 6 months of stress. Please welcome our brand new Apex Legends roster, DSG, also known as Disguised. This is Lou Streams, Duplex, and Sinox. This is your former DNO roster. I love their logo. I love the fact they gave Lou the fro and everything. Like, this is just good to see. Duplex, unfortunately, has been receiving so much bad news lately in his personal life that I just really want the best for this guy. So I'm really happy to see Lou, obviously, on a revenge tour ever since the fall of Lanimals. We saw that video with Jayhawk as well, which, speaking of Jayhawk, we're about to start talking about champs as well, because not only do you have Disguised Toast coming from Valorant scene, and obviously stepping into the Apex scene as well, Jayhawk making a video on the fall of Lanimals, and then all of a sudden DNO is popping off. They get signed to Disguise. Jayhawk also let us know, former Jake Lucky way of saying that North America and just games in general are not doing it nearly as good as Riot Games over in Valorant. Just think about this for a second. Apex Legends World Championship, I think this is like what, a $5 million tournament, like the whole like series of like all year long. I think it's like $5 million. I think like the championship is like 2 or 3 million. The split one playoff is like 1 million. Split two, I think, is 1 or 2 million, something like that. And not saying that millions of dollars isn't great, but Jake Lucky let us know Valorant Champs has already raised, crowdfunded, might I add. They literally released skins and were blatant up front saying, hey, the proceeds of this are going to really help the World Championship. And because of that, Valorant Champs has already raised $40 million through its skin bundle, giving the World Championship players not $1 million champs, not a $5 million champs, not a $15 million champs, not a whatever, $20 million for Valorant championships. Could you imagine if Apex, with all their good skins and all their good events, whatever that they like to do, some of them are not good, but just if they did that and basically fully like made it known that, hey, we are going to give a percentage of this into the esports scene, how much bigger and better would it be in the prize distributions? Could you imagine if just suddenly 15 million extra dollars was added to the pool? Finally, last place would still be cashing out, because hey, just in case it wasn't already clear, qualifying for champs is a big deal, and if you make it to champs, you shouldn't be rewarded with the bottom of the barrel being just basically covering your costs to get there or something. You should really get some nice money for making it that far, because it is very hard to do so. Apex has the money to fund it like this, and I just don't like that they don't do it like that. I really would love to see some more crowdfunding and stuff. And by the way, just in case I need to say it, I think fans are more likely to give if they know it's going to go to the esports pot rather than, you know, EA's pocket. So I really would like to see this for Apex maybe sometime in the future. Unfortunately, no announcements as of yet. Also want to make a big announcement here. The #1 Apex Predator, not only exposed in yesterday's video, but now banned. Thank you to Maxi for tagging me in this. Respawn had actually posted after a thorough investigation and data review, which, by the way, if you're coming from my main channel, I think I've already talked about this. This is a, we didn't go into it in depth. So you're probably coming here from my main channel, because I told you on this channel, we're going to go a lot deeper. So Respawn said that after thorough investigation and of a data review, our Apex anti-cheat team issued a number of bans today. Cheating will not be tolerated. Thank you to Maxi for tagging me in this over on Twitter. Evan retweets this. This is Apex's design director, the senior design director, and say, know that anti-cheat is a priority for us. And then Hideouts, obviously, woo, anti-cheat team, a big fat W. Obviously, you really love to see this. Well, not only was it just a lot of bans in general, it was the #1 Apex Predator that we exposed yesterday by way of hiswattson. Alpha Intel reported this news that live on stream, this guy was banned. Now, of course, Facilitator suddenly stopped streaming after all of the hate came out and after all the exposure came out. He was no longer streaming anymore, and so this guy was playing against Facilitator and caught it live. Now, I would really love to be Real Legend Juice, because this guy just got a lot of free clout, all because he was the one to catch it live. If you've not seen this clip yet, here you go, and enjoy this great sense of dopamine. Roll the clip.
You hit your Q and go. Car isn't queued up.
Oh man. Yeah, that makes more sense now. One foot me going up a fucking queue. Wait! He just got bans! He just got bans!
Whoa. What?
Yo! He just actually got bans.
So although it was very satisfying to see him banned live on some guy's stream, and you could see the new feature that calls them out in the kill feed and removing them in the middle of the match, was very nice to see. What's unfortunate though is that Respawn had actually known that this guy was caught up in some mixy stuff in the past multiple times and allowed him to come back. So this was actually posted by Jevy Media, where hiswattson not only exposed this guy yesterday, but has been on his case since August the 12th, actually before then, 2022, where he was showing Facilitator back streaming after he had already been banned in the past. He basically came back and was streaming again. Hiswattson was not having it. He was not happy and saying, this guy's been banned 3 times and now is unbanned and streaming his games. What a world we live in. Thank you to Respawn for protecting cheaters. This was back in the day, if you remember that fiasco with hiswattson, basically not happy with Hideouts and not happy with Respawn. They had a big altercation as well. Hideouts had actually responded and said the player in question, Facilitator, was banned for playing with the cheater, but not actually having cheats themselves. It has been over a year, so we have seen it, or basically we have seen them, and if they are truly reformed, we are welcoming them back with, oh, what? Come on, no. We'll monitor to make sure they're not cheating, because we do not protect cheaters. Now, of course, this did not age well, because the guy did get banned again for cheating. But I guess, hey, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people, there's no way to know if you're going to be right or wrong. You just got to make a decision, full commit to it. Sometimes you get proven wrong, and it is what it is. Now, Zach Mazer obviously was fighting for the #1 spot along with Luxford, James Fearless, a couple other guys as well that have been grinding just to have it, you know, taken by Facilitator. So I'm glad this guy's banned. Zach made it well known that this is now the second cheater that he's out grinded, and the dude turned into a box mid-fight. Graceful also let us know that there's hope in the world now. Thank God people who are hacking are stupid, as this keep exposing themselves over and over. That makes a 4th ban in total for him, and this ban better be permanent. Make an example out of these idiots. I hope his teammates also get perma banned as well. That's where the conversation came in. He's been playing with a lot of people openly. Hiswattson says, okay, now this should be a 3-month ban to anyone who played with him. That comes the conversation. Do you guys agree that people that are playing with this guy, knowing that he's been banned multiple times, and by the way, I just want to mention, these are not just random players he found. The guys that are playing with him knew he had been banned in the past. Everybody knows the name of Facilitator. If you play ranked, if you play comp, you know this guy. You're not being caught off by, surprise or anything. You knew what you were getting into beforehand. I think they should deserve some repercussion. Now, I don't know about a permanent ban, maybe, because look, Facilitator also played with these guys apparently in the past. Maybe they should. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I said in my main video channel, where if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. If you really signed up to play with this guy, knowing what he's been in the past, you kind of deserve to get punished a little bit, knowing that this was probably going to happen again. What was really unfortunate, when I posted this video yesterday talking about all of the proof in this, like you guys could see these clips that we were posting, it was unbelievable. I mean, look at this one where he's just clearly shooting right here through a wall. Think like, what is he shooting at, right? And then I show this one where he just randomly decides to loot the pill backwards, and because he loots the pill backwards, he suddenly sees the guy. Like, who rotates this way? Yeah, I'm just gonna loot the pill backwards instead of straight on. And then, whoa, he's in the pill. No way. I can't believe I found him. Just unbelievable. There's more clips as well from like everybody. James Fearless was posting clips. Everybody was posting clips. Even after that, there were comments on yesterday's video. I kid you not. Well, you said you had more proof. We could have really used some other proof, or like, I think you should have had more proof. I think that, this is not conclusive. If that doesn't give it away, you might be using cheats, because it's just literally not more blatant than that. And of course, now we have the proof behind it all that Respawn detected his account, or looked into his account, and he was cheating after all, not just because we complained about it. This is just kind of sad how many people were defending him, saying, I don't think he's cheating, I don't think he's cheating. And then of course this comes out and he gets cheating. There was actually another pro, I think, Crow, I believe, who was saying that he doesn't think he's cheating this season. Of course, it didn't age well at all, and unfortunately, I think he deleted the tweet, so it's just gone now. So this is also weird because iLoot Games, the owner of ApexRank.com, had showed that these updates, this was a year and a half ago, where he was removed again from the top leaderboard and he got banned. And yet how we let this guy back? I just don't understand, unfortunately. Hopefully he's gone forever. We can move on from this. And finally, good things are being done in the Apex Legends scene after this guy has finally been banned. Now, also, G Dolphin, this is a little interesting conversation to wrap the video up. We've got some roster updates. We've got a little bit of a change and some people retiring as well. Another thing people are wanting to talk about the whole legend meta is bang smoke and digi abuse. Is this becoming a little bit out of hand, and should this be changed by now? Should there be some kind of nerf to this? Because I do feel like it is being abused very much so, and G Dolphin actually calls it a corny one trick and needs to be removed from the game. Interested to see what you guys have to say on that. Also in the tier 2 scene, you've got YOLO. Him and MG Clutch have decided to explore their options going into year 4. We are looking for a player who can flex, ready to learn multiple legends. Cat and Bang also are the ones that come to mind, and will be willing to put in the time and effort for the success of the team. Obviously, what's weird about these like guys that are different, they're actually not necessarily tier 2. You've got guys that are like tier 2, but they're not tier 2 because they're like at the bottom of pro league, so they kind of become tier 1, and then sometimes they go back down. So I don't know, just interested. I would guess you would really call these guys tier 1 honestly at this point, but it can kind of fall out just at the snap of a finger. They've not solidified the concrete set in stone foundation quite yet, but they're getting there. That's what I'm trying to say, that these guys got a lot of potential and they are getting there. So a nice little roster change for those as well. Also, Renee quitting Apex Comp. This was obviously posted, I think I saw this yesterday pop up on my timeline, for women's competitive. Quitting Apex, I've decided that playing competitive Apex as of right now is causing me too much stress in my daily life. I totally given, I can see that, and it's time for me to take a step back. I've let Apex consume a lot of my time and energy, and have neglected my self and own well-being for too long, and have also lost vision of what's really important in life, and need to do some alignments again. Maybe I'll come back in the future But for now, it just isn't what I need to be doing with my time. It's been a good run, but all good things must come to an end. It was actually kind of sad. I was thinking, you know, of course, Clara, Snow, Girl, a lot of, you know, bigger creators commenting on this as well. Sad to see people move on. I was thinking about this the other day. I love the ALGS channel. I love the jmeyels channel. It's weird to think that one day I will have to hang it up. One day I'll have to move on. One day I'll have to go get a real job. No, I'm never gonna let that happen. I'll play Apex and be broke until I go do that. I don't know, but just, you get what I'm saying, right? All this fun content we're making. I've been live streaming. By the way, I'm live right now on playing Apex Ranked on Kick and Twitch. Come show up. All of this good stuff is eventually gonna end. Apex eventually won't be a game that people really play that much. Eventually, I don't know how long it'll be, but we'll all move on. We'll probably forget about each other. You'll forget you even watched my YouTube video. By the time you're 60, you'll probably not even remember me anymore. And it's sad that we all got to move on at some point. I don't know why I got real emotional there at the end. That was a little uncalled for. Let me know what you guys think about all the topics down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. Have I said this already? I feel like I'm repeating myself. Anyways, until next time, I will see you all later, Gators. Where's my outro? There it is.